Hello, this is Julian with Coffee Reviews, and today we're going to be doing a slightly different coffee review. I am currently out on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, outside of Dayglow, and I'm going to be reviewing a coffee roaster out of Rotterdam, Netherlands. Now, up until this point, I've been reviewing the roastery themselves, as well as the shop themselves, but I'm going to touch on Los Angeles coffee very quickly while I'm in Los Angeles. I'm just going to say, from a lot of my experience, having been to LA, having spoken with a lot of baristas and a lot of people here, it sounds like Los Angeles still kind of struggles with some top tier coffee roasters. So Go Get 'em Tiger right now is the main coffee roaster out of Los Angeles, and I'm going to be reviewing them at some point. But speaking with some people around the area, they've suggested Dayglo as one of the best multi-roasters in the city, and while looking at their menu, I found this very unique and very special coffee, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this, reviewing this, and I'm going to give some praise to the shop because I have some things to say about the shop as well. So before we start all of that, I'm going to take a quick sip of this coffee here. Alright, now the coffee we're reviewing is a Ponderosa Walsh Volcan Panama Gesha out of Manhattan Coffee. They're from Manhattan Coffee Roasters out of Rotterdam, Netherlands. Make sure I said that right. I believe this is the same coffee that Sweet Bloom had last year that was ranked as my favorite coffee of probably the last 5 years. Washed Panama Volcan Gesha, very similar, if not the same coffee. I mean, there's really high expectations for this one. So I don't know too much about Dayglo. Again, I guess they're out of Rotterdam, Netherlands. Correction. I don't know too much about Manhattan, the coffee roaster themselves. This is actually one of the first times I've heard of them. This cup of coffee here was $12 as a pour over from this coffee shop. The coffee shop had probably one of the most impressive lists of coffee I'd ever seen. Places like Drop, we had Manhattan, we had coffee roasters out of Spain, Say Coffee out of Brooklyn. They had some black and whites there, they had some Luna there, there's 5 Elephants. Like, the coffee selection is one of the most impressive I've seen at any cafe in all of my travels. So anybody that wants anything special or unique, definitely go to Dayglo. Definitely look at their coffee selection. It took everything out of me not to order 5 or 6 of their different coffees. Alright, let me go ahead and talk about this coffee. Geishas are something very, very special, and this coffee, of course, is something I'm not overly familiar with. Like, this is the second time I've ever had a Volcan Panama Geisha. They're so rare, they're so exotic, and this coffee is the epitome of delicate. I think it's pretty safe to say anybody that's had geishas, a lot of them, knows exactly what to expect with something like this. And it's so delicate, it's so light, it's so floral, it's almost as if you're not even drinking coffee. I think the best way to describe this for me is it's more like drinking a lemon tea. It tastes very much like a very soft lemon tea. I get some kind of nice white florals out of it, but for the most part it's just it's very light lemon. I feel like anybody that does like those sort of geishas is going to be a big fan of this. I am myself. This coffee's nice. It's very, very nice. It goes in the recommend. I'm not sure how much the bag of coffee itself goes for, but this is a highly recommend. Anybody that wants a very unique, exquisite bag of coffee needs to give this a shot. I'm impressed with it. I expected to be impressed with it. I think the thing that's blown me away the most from this has been this coffee shop. Dayglo, if you're in Los Angeles, want a top tier cup of coffee, must go. Highly recommend the shop, highly recommend the coffee. Panama, terrific country for coffee. One of my favorites. Everything about this is a hit. Everything about this is a success. Now go ahead and check out Dayglo if you're ever in Los Angeles. and Manhattan's a coffee roaster worth learning a little bit more about, trying yourself. Thank you for watching.